I know it's summer and I probably shouldn't be talking about productivity, but I've just finished a dissertation for my year abroad project, and here are my top 3 tools that I use to stay productive and nail those 8,000 words. So counting down, tool number 3 is a planner. Using a planner helped me a lot because I could track what I was doing when I was doing it. So what I'm using is an academic planner. That means it starts in August and ends in July the next year, which is really useful because that's how my entire life is organized right now. So there's 2 ways you can use an academic planner to help you in your work, and those are, firstly, you can plan ahead, and that's called a prospective study timetable. You set out what you want to do every day of the next week or next month, for example, although that would be a bit too much. Or alternatively, you can write down at the end of each day what you've worked on, and that's a retrospective study timetable, and you can keep track of what you still have to do based on what you've done previously. Both of them are good, it depends what works for you. What I personally like to do is plan ahead and then try to stick to that timetable, and obviously changes occur every time, and I remain adaptable to what I was able to do from what I planned. Yeah, it takes some flexibility, but I feel like I'm more organized that way. Tool number 2 on my list is an app called Forest. It's based on the principle called Pomodoro study sessions. It's basically doing 25 minutes of studying and 5 minutes of break, which keeps you focused during those 25 minutes and doesn't actually let you use other apps on your phone, and also mentally it makes you focus because you know you've only got 25 minutes to focus until your break. I really love it because if I set out to work for 2 hours, it's just so much time that I keep getting distracted by other things. So I'll just fire up the app on my phone and show you what it's all about. We're here in Forest. It's called Forest because you plant trees every time you focus for a set number of minutes. A proper tree you can only plant with 25 minutes of focus or more, and then that tree gets more and more complicated and bigger based on how many minutes you want to focus for. But I usually set it to 25 because it's really optimal to have a break of 5 minutes after 25 minutes of studying. So you just click plant and it starts counting down 25 minutes. And the great thing about this is that it doesn't actually allow you to use other apps. So if I'm trying to get out of the app, it says, "Are you sure to give up? Your cute little tree will die." And of course you don't want to kill your tree. You're not a tree murderer. Yeah, so you just don't use other apps. It won't allow you to. If you want to, you can also play some forest music, forest rain sounds. I don't know if it's really relaxing or useful, but anyway, let me know in the comments down below whether you like to study with or without music. I do both depending on my mood. Another thing you can do is visualize the entire forest that you've built, and it gives you an overview of how many minutes you've worked for today, this week, this month, and this year even. And you can see that I've finished my essay more than a week ago because I haven't focused in a while on my studies. So, but yeah, if I go to my month statistics, then you can see that I've got an entire forest with smaller and bigger trees, and I've focused for 287 minutes. I've only discovered this app during the last 3 or 4 days before finishing my essays, but it's just so good. I could just write pages over pages just by using this app and not using my phone in the meantime. It's just great. Just go there and download it. And also, they didn't pay me to say this. It's that great. And tool number 1 on my list, the best tool that I've ever used to speed up my academic workflow when writing essays and this last dissertation. I use it every time. It's called Zotero, and it's a program that allows you to sort your sources, your bibliography, in different categories and sections, and it also has an extension for your browser. So when you download articles or from JSTOR, for example, then you can just click cite this item and download a RIS file, and it will automatically add it to your category or collection. They're called collections, and you can choose which specific collection you want it to go to. I've opened Zotero, and here are my collections. This is for part 1A of my studies, and here are the different modules that I had on Marx, on Nietzsche, on Kafka, also Faust and some Spanish literature, Doña Berta, Crónica de la Muerte Anunciada. I was first year, then part 1B, the second year. I had all these collections, for example, about the Enlightenment, about Kant, and now here they are. You can just cycle through them. Here's a book section, another book section, a book, a journal article, and you can tell it what it is, and then it will format it for you the way that it should be. So let me show you how I add a journal article to a collection. So let's go, for example, to the Year Abroad project collection, and I've got JSTOR opened up here. I can look for something about Angela Merkel, the current German chancellor. And let's say that I found what I was looking for, and it's a book chapter, and I can click cite this item and then export as a RIS file. And you can use such a file with other software like EndNote, ProCite, Mendeley, Reference Manager, but I personally prefer Zotero. I haven't tried all the others, but it just works for me, so I stick with it. And then, yeah, as you can see, it just went up there. Wait, export a RIS file, and it's here. It's saving to your abroad project, and then you can even choose where you want it to go. And for example, it could be general, and done. And then you can go back to your Zotero and find it in general. Great. So, and then the good part about this is you can go to Word, and let's say you've got your essay here, and you started typing something, and then you want to add a reference. You insert the footnote from references, and you go to the Zotero tab. Oh no, battery running low. You go to your Zotero tab and add a citation, and you choose what format you want it in. The one I use for humanities is Modern Humanities Research Association, 3rd edition, and I click OK, and then I search for something that I would like, Adenauer, for example. And here are some memoirs from the first German chancellor after World War II, volume number 1. Click enter, and it just adds it. And you can have more of these, and then you just insert, and if you've got more references, and I'll quickly add more of them. Zotero, add citation. I'll add the second volume of the memoirs, and then I'll add another citation, another footnote with, and then let's see, something about détente. Yeah. Alright, you can see loads of foreign policy stuff. It's because I was writing my essay on German foreign policy during the Cold War. Yeah, so then let's say you want to write your bibliography, and you just click insert bibliography. It'll just spit it out for you, and you can do some minor adjustments to make them better. But yeah, these seem okay, you know. Always down here you want to have the name with the first name first and then last name after. In the bibliography you always have the last name first, then a comma, and then the first name. That's basically it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed these 3 tools. I'll also make a video about 3 tips to improve your productivity. Those are more centered on what you can do personally to be able to focus more and achieve your goals. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out. And if you've got other tips, of course, leave them down below in the comment section. Thanks a lot, guys, and until next time, keep thinking.